Well, here we are with another one. It's by CM's Models, and it's a Suzuki Ignis Super 1600 from the 2004 Monte Carlo Rally. I've never heard of this Ignis before. The Suzuki Ignis, the first one was back in 2000, but I guess this is the second generation, which was made between 2003 and 2008. It's designated a subcompact car. And there's some sharing of brands. I believe there was also a Chevrolet Cruze and a Holden Cruze and a Subaru Justy using this platform. So, alright. Well, anyways, looking at the photo, this is the actual photo of the number 45 cars. They're driven by Gunnar Anderson. He came in 9th place for this race. I don't know about the rear view here, though, if this is a different vehicle or what. Yeah, the graphics aren't the same. Couldn't really find a good rally image of the rear, so that's gonna have to do. Okay. Alright, so I guess the road going vehicles had smaller engines, but this is a rally version, so it has widened fender flares, the wing there on the back, and it has a 1600cc engine making around 220 horsepower. And the road-going cars could have front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, so I would assume this rally car was running all-wheel drive, but I really don't know for sure. Okay, so that's what I learned. Let's take a look here. Pretty cool wheels here. I guess, I don't know if these are the gravel wheels or the road racing wheels. They run different sizes depending on the surfaces they're running. So I don't know, but they look similar to that photograph. Although the photograph has more spokes. So, but the photograph, I think they're running gravel wheels. So these might be the street wheels. Oh well. Sorry if I don't know for sure. But they look pretty nice. I mean, you can see 4 lug nut details in the center, so that's good. The tires, they got this funky cool pattern on them, so that's good. I add my own label here. What the... So that's interesting. I don't know what that would be in the car. Maybe a fuel cell or some sort of additional protective plate for something. But what would be there that's important? I don't know. Odd. Alright. Doesn't really want to roll. There's a lot of friction going on. Okay. So we got some black paint here for the window blackouts. It's looking pretty good. The graphics are all tampoed, so that's nice. Yeah, the door handle sticking out, as well as this little key lock thing. And then it's got the grafted on fender flares. Looks pretty cool. We'll get to the interior last. Alright, so yeah, this is a really over-fendered looking rally car for sure. So clear plastic headlights look good. These things are just recesses painted black. Same with the grille, but there's a texture in there. This grille's done nicely. You know, you can see a little yellow in this bar, but the Suzuki badge is silver. This license plate would be accurate to the real car. CM's does that on all their models, it seems. Little vent here, but no black paint, unfortunately. These are raised hood pins, and they're painted silver. Raised dots for the fluid. Some raised wiper blades, and some ribbing here as well. It's all part of the windshield casting. Printed on tampo there, looks good. I think this is an opening hatch so you can get some fresh air to the driver and the navigator. I added the antenna. It was taped to the bottom of the stand, and it's just a friction fit into a hole there. This wing looks pretty cool. I mean, it's a tiny little guy, but it's not super thick in its proportions like a Hot Wheels, you know. It's pretty thin, so it looks good. Alright, this side, yeah, looks pretty similar to the other ones. I think these must be jacking points or something. The tampo printed on the side window. So the rear window, same again. And now, let's see about these taillights, how they're built into this back pillar here, like a Volvo. I guess they are colored plastic. You can see a little bit of orange and a little bit of red, but I mean, it's got to be a separate piece of plastic than this, right? I don't know. That's a new one. I haven't seen this in any of my diecast before. I don't know. It looks like that could be a seam. So, anyways, it's pretty cool. In certain light, you can see, it's much more orange there. Okay. Yeah, license plate there, latches again, some reflectors, and then a blanked off exhaust tip. So, looking at the back, you got a pretty funky big roll cage going there. Let me get additional light in there and see. Yeah, it just terminates into the floor. Look, there's a spare wheel, but it's black. Seems like it's the same molding, or not, because I think it's like blended into the belly pan. So I don't think it's a separate piece. I think it's just molded into the base of this model. Okay. Racing seats, steering wheel there. The roll cage is pretty low on this one. Yeah, that's super low. It could have been higher, I think. See the bottom of the window on the roof? There's still an air gap, so that roll cage is poorly designed. They could have pushed it up higher, I think. Alright, what's nice is the seat belts. I mean, these racing harnesses, they're red and they got the yellow and black text on there. Maybe it says save belts or something. So, better than average interior for this thing. This thing probably sold for $7.50 based on my experience. Or worst case scenario is probably less than $10 based on my experience collecting this brand. So I think it's got a lot of cool details for that original price. Granted, I didn't pay that price because eBay. But I really like these CM's cars, so I'm going to continue to buy them even if they do cost a little bit more. I just don't think anyone is ever going to come back and make a model of this, right? It's such a random car, an Ignis rally version. So I think this might be the only one that'll ever be made in history. Alright, let's take a look at a couple other Suzuki rally cars from CM's. I have a video on this one from a while back. It's a 2005 Swift 1600. So I guess it's the still the Junior World Rally. It's 2004. Yeah, so it's basically the next year, I guess. But the big boys are running 2-liter engines. These are 1.6-liter engines, so I guess it's considered the Junior Rally or the 1600cc class of the WRC. Alright, so pretty cool. And then I also have this Suzuki SX4 from 2008. So I don't know, I haven't researched this one yet. I'll have a video on this one later, or before, depends whenever I put these videos. They don't always go in the order I make them. I kind of feel it's a bigger car, right? So the SX4, possibly it's running 2-liter? I don't know. Well, we'll find out whenever I do this video. Okie dokie, guys. Well, it's another rally car to enter the collection. I'm always happy to get CM's model in. And hopefully you guys will stay tuned until the next CM's review. Thanks. Bye.